On this question of reparations payments to Black Americans with a family legacy that can be traced back to slavery, you said the country would be better off if it found a way to do that. And that's one of those, it's not an issue that really has gotten a lot of sort of mainstream discussion. The most recent poll I could find on it, I think it was about 2 or 3 years old, it showed 2/3 of Americans opposed that idea. They were put up on the screen, 68% were against reparations payments. I wonder if you could just talk a little bit more about what it is you would do as president when it came to that, and if you are worried that sends a message to that 68% of Americans who say they're against it, that maybe you are out of the mainstream a little.
Well, you know, this is not something that I think of through a political lens. I have long believed that this country should resolve its original sin of slavery, and that one of the ways we should consider doing that is through reparations for people who are the descendants of slaves. It is interesting to me that under our Constitution and otherwise, that we compensate people if we take their property. Shouldn't we compensate people if they were property sanctioned by the state? So I believe that is a conversation that's worth having. And I see that as right and wrong. I don't see that as political or non-political. If I'm president, what I said was that I would establish a task force to look at how that might be done. I know that there's a lot of disagreement, both about whether it should be done and if it were done, how it would be done. You know, I'm not naive about that. But I do think that dark cloud still hangs over our country. I believe that we ought to move forward in the 21st century as one nation with one destiny, and that until that issue is resolved, until that original sin is addressed, we may think that we're moving forward as one nation, and I don't think that we ever really will.
All right, Julian Castro, Democratic candidate for president. Thanks for taking a few minutes.
Thank you, Steve.